All right, so here we are in the newly released Class 86 Enhancement Pack from Armstrong Powerhouse. I'm just taking this out here in a couple Freightliner liveried, and you can see it was actually generated with both types of pantographs that are included in this pack. There's a whole bunch of extra details that you can control in terms of nameplates and all of the engine equipment, the pans, you name it, and a ton of livery. So really awesome pack. And then I've got their FSAs back here just to mix. I know arrow-wise I've kind of got them split up between 2 decades, but just wanted to check those out too. Just picked those both up. But yeah, the sounds on this, the modeling, much better than the original. I mean, the original's been around for what seems like forever already. And as you may know, not British, never been, never seen these, never heard them, but love them. I'm a juice head, so electric locomotives, love them. So when this came out, I was pretty excited to see them. We'll jump inside here and see what we got. So you'll have to give me a few moments because I'm not too awfully familiar with this anymore. I'm pretty sure I remember a little bit about it, plus some of the standard AP controls. So Shift W for your key. This one's a little bit different. So AWS is Control N. Go. Our pans were already up as we saw, so let's drop this down to full service. We have the pin for the brake levers are. There we go. And K is our tail lights, so we'll turn those off. J will give us our markers. H is our headlamp. And our gauge lights, I of course. But what's really cool with this is, you see when you turn them on, the delay on the turn, and then turn them off, they fade. So that's pretty cool. Not sure about anything else in here that's interactive. Of course, did that one by the shortcut key on the keyboard. Yeah, so it's pretty much, again, it's an enhancement pack. We're not looking at a complete rebuild here, although the amount of detail and retexturing that was done in this is fantastic. I don't think the window's open, no. So here, we'll take a look. And all right, so let's take this up. Oh, listen to that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's get this thing rolling here. So it's a little bit different with this. Obviously, tap changers are a little different in how they operate, and they take a little bit of planning and timing. So we'll take this down to running. So the brake lever, you don't have to worry about pinning out once you already have it into full service there, so you don't have to hit the R key now. But then what you have to do here is you want to do U and A at the same time. So U, if you hold it down, will allow you to then use A on your keyboard to notch up. So if you hit A, and I'll show you here real quick, drop the brakes down, make sure we're okay, we're released, is if you hit A, you can kind of tap it just the slightest bit to get a notch. But if you do it like normal, it'll just run up. So you see how that, but if you hold U, and you hold A down, it'll just notch. So we'll get rolling here a little bit, get this up to speed. Hopefully I won't break anything. So I know I've been posting a lot lately, American content, and what I'd like to do here in the next couple of months is go through and just post another video, a new video, since some of the older ones were 1080 or didn't record quite as well. They were on an older computer from years ago. Is go through and repost all the AP stuff one by one. This is some really nice units, obviously, with like the 37, but going back to like the 40, 321, 456, go back to the old EMUs. So the notching is not too awfully bad with just tapping. I'm not holding the U key down right now. Yeah, so there, I might want to start doing that because you can tell it holds in place there, and it'll go to run up. So once we get out here on the main line, and this is I just loaded up the Trent Valley. I know it's a little out of the era. So while we get up to speed on this here, the liveries included are amazing. So you've got your ER Blue. There's the Intercity 1 and Intercity 2 schemes, which we've seen before. I know there's a difference in the yellow fronting on the cabs on both of those. And then Intercity Mainline 1 and 2. Intercity Swallow, Network Southeast, which I absolutely love. ER Train Load, Rail Freight Distro, Parcels, Rail Express Systems, EWS, Anglia, Red and Black. So that's the version. I've seen somebody's working on some repaints on these already, and getting the branding on there, which is awesome. Freightliner Gray, and there's the Freightliner, both that I've got on this one right now. Caledonian Sleeper. I believe there's one or two others, but I've seen some repaints already in the work, which look amazing. So, of course, with Armstrong Powerhouse, you've got your bits and your bobs section. That's kind of where I jumped to first, just to see how this looks. So yeah, there's a selection of 2D nameplates, and you'll see that if you're building your own consist, which you have in there for the 86.2s, and then the 4 subclass, there's a few. There's a top speed. This is the difference on the 86-1. Those are 110 miles per hour. Oh, and then you can Control T to enable the tap changer audio. So we'll do that right here so you can hear it. So you can kind of hear that secondary click. And here we'll be able to get this thing crazy up to speed. So we already have a neutral section up here. So we'll want to make sure, obviously, we're not taking power when we do that. So these decals up here will change based on the type. So this is 86.6, so 75 miles per hour. So if we loaded this up and said loaded up like a 86.2 series, we would see the higher speeds available for it. That's all right. We're loading some freight here. So you don't want to overheat. That's pretty cool. And yeah, this is one of those routes where it doesn't matter what changes are made, it just always seems to lag a little bit more than the rest. Turn up the motor factor there. So shift M, just like in the diesels, you get some clag factor. You have a motor factor with this. I love the sound of this thing. You hear the cutoff. There's our line and our pickup again. I just love these sound lines. Amazing job on this pack as well. Some flat spots in there. And like I said, there's 2 different eras in that. 3 different eras in the pack, but 2 in this consist. So first notch is the rundown. Man, yeah, this route is still the same as it always was. Try and catch this before we hit the see if we can keep this speed down here. So we crest, we're gonna take on speed real quick. So another one I want to put up here that I just picked up, waited a little bit on the Class 89. Love those. But wanted to make sure those patches came out first, just because I heard some sour reviews on the sounds and such. So I'll post up a video on that here in the next couple of days or so. I've been enjoying running that one. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Keep forgetting to pay attention and mind those neutral sections. Just reset to off first. All right, let's get this thing going. Oops. I gotta ride it down again here. I gotta use this U key, I'm not used to it. Alright, we got a good straight run here now. And we'll get this up to speed and just listen to some of the whine on it. And we'll bring it to a halt. I'll do some runs in this. I want to do some passenger runs in this. Practice some of that start and stop. A little bit more difficult when you're working with the tap changer. get enough of this sound. Through this junction. I know we say this has a top speed of 75 as per the cab, but we're going to try and get it a little over that. I forgot we gotta ride it down first. Alright, so now we're maxed out. Let's see how this goes. So I'll have to dig through here too and see. If I'm not mistaken, these were built pre-tops, if I'm not mistaken. So it was what, 1965 and 1966. So I think we're running a ER Blue passenger consist here. When I do a full route run. So if anybody's more familiar with Class 86 and you're checking this out, leave a comment, let me know what a good diagram for ER Blue 86 would be. And a good route to run it on. Definitely pushing the limits with this thing now. All right. Rheostatic braking is sounds amazing on this. Goes through the neutral then. Since I was paying attention this time. This is the most stutter I've gotten in quite some time, but I haven't played this route in a while. Here's the neutral, so listen for the motor to cut out. There it goes. And pick up again. Yeah, we'll have to take the next signal because this is not going to stop in time here. Funny how the AI is all steam on this thing. Or most of it is, I should say, not all of it. Now let's throw it into emergency just to hear what it does. So you got to pull the. That's interesting. Whoops. Alright, so that's the new Class 86 Enhancement Pack from AP. I'm sure many of those who were waiting for something like this already knew it was coming and were ready for it. But if you were on the fence or didn't know about it, or you had questions on it, hopefully this was enough to sway you one way or the other. I think it's a good buy, as is most, if not all, of the AP releases. So hope you enjoyed. Please give a like, subscribe below. And I'll be back with some more. Again, leave some comments. Let me know if you'd like to see anything new or different.